Oh, there you guys are. Oh, there's sound. There's sound. I was pretending I was pretending I was falling asleep, but I didn't do a very good job of it. Hello, everybody. Welcome to BedLife for Friday, February 7th, 2020. And yes, it feels strange streaming twice. Yes, I'm in a red shirt, so I was dying immediately. Red shirt, death before the stream even began. Yeah, it feels weird streaming twice in one day, although I've done it before. So welcome everybody, Qapla. Joseph Petrick was early, says last and first. John DeMarco, hello, welcome John DeMarco. Number one sci-fi, says vertebrae. Tell Mom will pray that I love you and Mom more and more. I will tell her when she comes back in. Number one sci-fi. John DeMarco says long time no see. Yes, John. Life with Matthew says hello again, vertebrae and all. Welcome again, Life with Matthew. JP's Bizen, what's up, peoples? Welcome, JP's. Keely Chow says, hey, everybody. Hello, Keely. Continuum Track says, hey, Bird, what's the word? The word is that apparently Continuum Track is going to be changing his name to Continuum Studios or something very soon. Did I read that right, Continuum Track? Welcome. Andreas T says, hail Karoga, hail Karoga. Continuum Track says, hail to everyone. Sci-Fi Nation says, greetings, Birdo Prey, Mamo Prey, Sassio Prey, and fellow nerds. Yeah, Sci-Fi Nation, I caught him. I was listening to his stream. And at the end of his insomnia stream, he starts passing off lies, casual lies about something I said. That I said people couldn't see vivid color in dreams. If I said that, I would say more than likely somebody misunderstood me. But if I did say it, I must have been half asleep, because I do not believe that. I think people can see extremely vivid colors in dreams. I think people can see anything in dreams. I personally have dreamed in both full animation, both Flintstone style animation and Simpson style animation, as well as in code, in computer code, and multiple computer games. So you can certainly dream in vivid colors. I would never ever say that. And had I not listened to the last half hour of your stream, honestly, I was like, there's a half hour left. Maybe I'll put something else on. But I said, no, Sci-Fi Nation, the man does a good stream. So I listened, and sure enough, if I didn't listen, I wouldn't have known that I needed to put in a correction. Rambling Canuck says, hello, Birdo Prey 5 and all. Welcome, Rambling Canuck. You also streamed last night after Anti-Tricker, so I hope everybody is subscribed to you. Joseph Patrick says, and I'm back. Welcome, Joseph. JP says, hey there to RC. Who the hell is Rambling Canuck. Who the hell is RC? Life with Matthew says, no sound. No, there was sound. I was, not meditating. Not meditating. Welcome. Rock Solid says audio. Don't worry, there's audio. Continue Drag says, Bird, you are crazy. You're wearing a red shirt. I know. I'm taking a walk on the danger side today, even though I can't walk. Give an update. Oh, update. Grandma O'Prey doing much better. She had a breakthrough, I would say, overnight into today. All the tubes are out of her. She's sitting up. She's been cleared to eat food again. They had a feeding tube in her. My uncle called today. He was very happy with her progress. She had been on a ventilator and a feeding tube. Everything's off. The only thing is she's getting a tiny bit of supplemental oxygen through the nose. But other than that, all tubes are gone. She seems to be much more to herself. Apparently, the problem was seizures, and they have her on a seizure medication that appears to be working. So thank you all who said prayers for Grandma O'Prey. or as I would call her, Mama O'Prey. We got the first good news in a while about her condition today, and it seemed like very good news. So we are all happy here. JP says, BOP, you look sleepy. I'm always a bit sleepy, JP's, but I was exaggerating for the camera. Sci-Fi Nation, he's in a red shirt, son of a bitch. Life with Matthew says, that's a nice shirt. Thank you, Life with Matthew. JP says, Bird of Prey 5. It's okay. It's okay. Keely Chow says, red shirt means death. Well, not necessarily. I could be Scotty. And I would say, well, Scotty died, but he was brought back to life. So I'll take it. I'll take resurrection. I'm fine with that. I kind of feel like I've been resurrected once already. So maybe the red shirt is fitting. After Scotty was a red shirt, the most famous of all engineers in the entire galaxy. It's a tribute to wear a red shirt. Number one sci-fi says, quick, someone call 911. No, it's okay. It's okay. And Mama Prey, number one sci-fi, says, loves us more and more. Mama Prey is trying to get to the stream. Oh, what are you trying to do? To subscribe, you gotta click the 3 dots whenever there's a comment for anybody you want to subscribe to, click the 3 dots, and then you can go to their channel. Sassy girl, it's okay, baby. It's okay, Sassy. Is anybody out there? No, nobody's out there. Mama Prey wasn't searching with the dash. There we go. Wesley Crushers is Bird of Prey. Greetings, birds, turds, and alpacas. Welcome, Wesley. Zachary says, why are you streaming twice? Well, this morning's stream was not my regular BedLife stream. Today's going to be our BedLife stream. We're going to talk a little. There's a bunch of Dear Bops. I've got to get through. And then it's Friday, so I'd like to play a few games tonight. We didn't really get to play much last week. I'd like to play a few games tonight in the stream, and being Anti-Trekker isn't ready to come on at 7:30 or 8 p.m. I'm not going too late. Don't get me wrong. I'm not going 4 hours. I'll tell you that now. But as long as I'm feeling up to it, we have a little extra time. We can play a few rounds of games, hopefully tonight. We'll see how it goes. The earlier stream was really just because there was more I wanted to say about the Picard review, and I didn't. So I am going to ask that for this stream, we try to keep it spoiler-free on Picard episode 3, because there are still people who haven't seen it. Most of the world, it didn't get released until today, and most people, I assume, can't watch it immediately upon release. They'll watch it this weekend if they're interested. So by Monday, we can certainly talk about it. But for today, we're going to try to keep it spoiler-free in BedLife. You might notice something a little bit different. Mama Prey put up a sign behind me on the wall. We had to look where she could put it so it would get on camera. And it's a beagle, and I believe, what does it say? A home isn't a home without a beagle or something? Yeah, basically it says a house is not a home without a beagle. So now Sassy has her own sign up above my shoulder. Wesley Crusher says, long time no see. Don't worry, Wes. I didn't see you anyway. Continuum Trek says, yeah. Changing his name, I guess. So very cool. Mike Richards says, greetings from Columbus, Ohio. And chat, cool shirt. Thank you, Mike Richards. Joseph is already wanting to do Dear Bop. Don't worry. We're going to get to the Dear Bop sooner than later, because I think there's quite a bit of them. Wesley says, Bird of Prey, you should sing the Karogan National Anthem again. Wes, maybe at the end of the stream. We'll see. It takes quite a bit of time to sing the anthem, and why should I sing it when Aberjam has a much better voice? And he did a much better job at singing the anthem than I can ever do. Uncle Remus, yes, Dear Bops. We'll get to Dear Bops. There's also, I believe, somebody told me there's at least one Dear Ma in there. So if Mama Pray is available when we get to it, she will answer. Although I have not yet made the separate Dear Ma email address and form. Eventually, I'll make a separate Dear Ma form so that we can tell who has more messages. Or so when Mama Pray is available, we can do Dear Mops, and when she's not, we can just do Dear Bops. Number one sci-fi says, when you dream, do you walk and even fly? I almost always walk. I never fly. Not like fly like Superman. Fairly common. I will be on an airplane, and almost always the airplane crashes. Not like a little plane, like a big plane, like a commercial airliner. And like, I'll be like, oh, I'm on a plane. I'll be like, yay. And wait, aren't we supposed to be higher? And I'll start thinking, like, oh, of course. Why are we so low? I was like, oh, shit, it must be a dream. And I'm like, oh, shit, every dream ends in a plane crash. And usually I can see, for whatever reason, like the door is open so I can see what's coming ahead of us. So I could see, like, why is the pilot trying to go under the bridge or something? It'd be like a bridge, and like we're looking up at the top of the bridge, and like, ah, shit, the pilot is trying to fly under the bridge or something. This can't be good. Yeah, so like that I fly, but I don't actually fly like a bird or like Superman myself. Unfortunately, which is, because I really wish I could. I would think that would be pretty damn cool. Aberjam says, McClunky, the view of Karoga through these bars is quite breathtaking. You're not in Karoga, Aberjam. Turtistan just set up pictures of Karoga. Captain Track says, Vertebrae, greetings. Welcome, Captain Track. Ensign Ricky says, what's up? What's up, Ensign Ricky? JB says, okay, so let me get this right. I'm relatively new to this whole Karoga thing. Between you and Anti-Tracker, attempted a Google search only to return Karoga to be someplace in New York. And what's a Geologia machine? Okay. So Karoga, and here, we'll see if this works. Karoga is way back, like a year ago, when I first started streaming. We were playing this browser game called nationstates.net. And you had to choose the name of a country that you play as a country. So I picked the name Karoga because my family has property in Karoga Lake, New York. And it was it still is. I mean, I haven't been there since I've been sick. Unfortunately, in 10 years, I have no way of getting there anymore. But up until that point, Karoga and the family house there was one of my all-time favorite places to go on vacation, weekend trips, go up with friends, go up with family. Beautiful, beautiful land. I mean, for somebody who grew up in New York City, just getting up to the mountains, getting away from all the people, you could go out and you could look in every direction. There were no houses. There were rarely any cars. You could shoot guns anywhere the hell you wanted. Nobody gave a shit. It was beautiful. It was beautiful. It was really my idea of paradise. And so I always enjoyed it. And in honor of Karoga, I named my nation state Karoga, and hence a lot of other YouTubers, smaller YouTubers, like at the time they were tiny. Like now, DJ Odyssey has several hundred people, and some other people who, some have come, some have gone, but a lot of people started making their own nations and nation states. Not all of them who stream, but all of them who come to my stream and Anti-Tracker stream. So mine was Karoga, DJ had Bunnyland, I forget what some of the other ones were, but then people were telling Anti-Trekker he needed to make one. And although Anti-Trekker, I don't think he ever actually made a nation on nationstates.net. And what you do is you get these every few hours. You get these things you can decide on. Like here, okay, so this one, ramping up the difficulty. Earlier this week, we were supposed to meet with the first disabled team of explorers to conquer the icy slopes of the Bigtopian tundra. However, your office proved to be inaccessible to the adventurers, and the meeting was canceled. Disability awareness groups are outraged that those with impairments can't access government buildings, many of which provide them with help and the support they need. So now I have to choose how to remedy the situation. And so it gives me, in this case, three options. Number one, we must put an end to discrimination against people with disabilities, declares Whoopi Venkman, the spokesman for the awareness group. All access through a speech synthesizer. Many of us face great difficulty in climbing steps, reading text, listening to auditory sources, or conveying messages. The government must improve accessibility to premises and information so that we are treated fairly and have the ability to contribute to society. But of course, if I choose this, it's probably going to cost money. Then there's number two. It says it might sound nice to have more ramps and guide dogs, but the real problem isn't infrastructure. It's society treatment of intellectual and physically disadvantaged, observes Colin Crochin, a concerned parent. If people had stopped to open doors and help disabled athletes up the steps, then we wouldn't need special adaptations for buildings. Kindness and helpfulness should be taught at school, with kids learning to assist, blah, 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 those who help, and stop bullying them because they're different. Well, that's never going to work. So I'm certainly not going to click number two. And what's number three? Hold on a minute. Making modifications to historic government buildings is cultural vandalism and awfully expensive, objects Heston Khan, your rather obsessive minister of Korogan heritage. We can't destroy centuries worth of history and deface structures with modern architecture just to improve accessibility. I sympathize with these people's plight, but our cultural history is too important to destroy. I gotta say, he makes a good argument. If you've had, you had should they destroy the Lincoln Memorial to put in a wheelchair ramp right up the middle of all those steps? Mamo Price says yes, but I don't know. I'd hope there was a wheelchair ramp somewhere in the back, but Mamo Price says, so we're going to go with number one. We're going to say, yeah, just make everything accessible. And now it says, excessive wheelchair ramps on government buildings have been compared to theme park attractions, of course. Of course. So, but at least, let's see, how does it? It really did not affect the country. We have average civil rights, a powerhouse economy, but few political freedoms. And we've got 2.43 billion people here. So, yes, this is where Koroga began, the armed republic of Koroga, and Kurdistan was supposed to be Anti-Trekker's own answer to this, but he never got around to making actual Kurdistan. Instead, Kurdistan was just his nation that he would call himself when we'd play each other in a video game, computer game, whatever. So that's where it came from. And for a Jaloja machine, well, I'm stuck in a hospital bed. So when I have to urinate, I modified a wet-dry vacuum with a tube that would normally be used for cleaning fish tanks, and several adapters. And so when I have to urinate, rather than urinating into a cup or something and Mom will pray having to dump it each and every time, I urinate into a wet dry vacuum that I turn on, and it goes and it sucks it in, and then Mom will pray empties it twice a day, and it's a lot easier on both of us. But it means I do have to mute the stream, mute the microphone when I use it because it's quite loud, and frankly, yes, and the camera as well. But I'd have to stop the camera or whatever I was peeing into. Yeah. So that's the Gelogia machine is really just a wet dry vacuum that I pee into. It's not, I know, I hope it's not disappointing, but that's where we are. Hopefully you're caught up, JPs. Although now I'm way behind. Rambling Canucks says, Bird of Prey, did you hear Anti-Trigger and Sci-Fi Nation debate politics on my channel? I did not yet, Rambling Canuck. I have your stream still saved in my email. And, looks like Nerdrotic just posted the Birds of Prey review, so I guess he saw it. No, I'm going to watch your video as soon as I get some more free time, Rambling Canuck. It is in my email. I haven't dismissed it, so it's in the queue. That'll be interesting to hear. Captain Track says, hey, Aberjam. Let's see what's going on. Oh, shit. It jumped. There we go. Where are we? Tubian says, Bird of Prey, welcome birds, turds, and nerds. Hail, Karoga. Glad your grandma is doing better. Thank you so much, Tubian. I am too. And Zachary is also happy for my grandma. Thank you. Thank you to everybody who said their prayers and says their well wishes. It's really appreciated. Vile Mike, I will be playing later. Probably Use Your Words and some games from the Jackbox Party Pack 6. That's the game, but that's going to be probably an hour from now, at least, because we're going to have to get through a lot of Dear Bops first. Number one sci-fi says, Bird of Prey, my wife used to have a lot of seizures, but then she had surgery at Duke University, and ever since she has basically been seizure-free. Well, that's excellent, number one sci-fi. Now, my grandmother, of course, is 94, so I don't think they'd be doing any surgery, but the medication they have her on seems to be working, knock wood, so hopefully all is okay. Rock Solid says, Bird of Prey, you are not sleepy, damn it. If you were any dwarf, you'd be dopey, son of a bitch. I'd be sneezy, because when I sneeze, I just keep sneezing. Jeff Franklin says, Bird of Prey, greetings and Qapla. Watch out, you're wearing a red shirt. Yeah. Death to Garoga. But Jeff, I wear it proudly, with Scotty. JP says, Debansky for life. Seizures are horrible. Hope it can be medically controlled and grandma's good. Well, she made it 94 years without a seizure. So, and then she started getting them pretty quickly. Now, they did a CAT scan of her head. It's not like she has a tumor or something. So hopefully the medication will help. Yes, Dear Bob. No drinking games. Number one sci-fi is Bird of Prey. Have you ever played war games? I mean, I've seen the movie War Games. How about a nice game of chess? But no, I don't think I've ever played war games, if that's a specific game. Captain Cat is still sexy. Lol, okay, if you say so, Captain Cat. Vinyl Mike says, yeah, no spoilers for episode 3, please. I agree. We'll keep them out for today. Rock says, is it just me, or did Beverly look smoking hot in episode 3 of Picard? See, that did not happen. So it wasn't a spoiler. It's just rock solid being rock solid. Aberjam says, thank you for complimenting my crooning, Bird of Prey. You're welcome, Aberjam. Well, it certainly deserves it, even though you mistakenly believe you're in a Kurogan prison. You did quite good work on the anthem. Although I was a little upset to hear from Anti-Trekker that you were also behind a clip where I somehow say that I love to have sex with certain type of people that are more male than female, if we wanna. I want to say the term, but he says that you made that clip. So but you did do a bang up job on the anthem. So I guess it's okay. I guess it's good enough to keep you off the list. John DeMarco says planes crashing. Always love those Kurogan piloting skills. I was never flying the plane when it crashes. Let's be honest about that. In my dreams. Number one sci-fi says Bird of Prey. So your dreams are basically the movie Airplane over and over. I wish that would be cool. They'd be funny. Shronmore says greetings, Bird of Prey, Mama Prey, fellow nerds. Hail Kuroga, Shronmore. Josh Street says in Bird's dream there's a Bird of Prey flying the plane. No, it's never me. Shronmore says in greetings to Sassy, chaser of cats, eater of cookies, stalker of cardinals, defiler of cushions, and scourge of the squirrels. Jesus. But now we have her picture up there. Wesley says, Bird of Prey, going to work. I'll be lurking. Okay, Wes, enjoy. Hopefully you'll hear the Dear Bops once we get to them in a little bit. Josh and Rebecca Mamamane. Welcome back, Josh and Rebecca Mamamane. Much better timing today for this stream. Much better timing for this stream. We got the whole stream ahead of us. Wesley says, Bird of Prey, if I win the lottery, I want to move you and Mamo Prey to Kuroga. Nice size house. A nice size house. Well, thank you, Wesley. That's very, very kind of you. Josh Reed says, lol, it's funny, Bird of Prey. So if they can't get in, how are you going to your office? Lol, that's funny, Bird of Prey. So if they can't get in, how are you going to your office? Well, obviously in the game, I'm not in a wheelchair. The game thinks I'm able-bodied because they assume everybody who's playing the game is able-bodied. Josh and Rebecca Mamamane says, Bird of Prey, why the red shirt? I'm worried now. No. The red shirt is a tribute to Scotty. Scotty wore a red shirt. He lived all the TOS. He even lived in the transporter, made it into TNG timeline. For all we know, Scotty is still alive in the Star Trek Picard universe somewhere. You know, he probably figured out how to get into that Dyson sphere, and they're all just laughing it up inside the Dyson sphere as everything goes to shit around them. Where are we? Vinyl Mike says Gelogia machine. Gelogia machine should be patented, Bird of Prey. I know people keep telling me that, Vile, but it's really hard to get a patent. I've tried it twice. I've tried the patent process twice, and that was with tens of thousands of dollars behind me that other people were paying for. I can't imagine doing it on my own. Yes, dear Bob. Yeah, friend, and from the hospital bed on top of it. Captain Cat says, Bird of Prey, this is so cool. The Gelogia machine, you need to trademark it. Well, it's not trademark. It'd be a patent. Mamo Price is a utility patent. John DeMarco says you should sell Gelogia machines. Well, it's easier to just tell people who want to make one what parts they need. Captain Trax's bird of... It's a very small market. Captain Trax's bird of prey. What word would you use to describe yourself? Easy. Hashtag awesome. In fact, I'm pretty sure I have that in my Twitter bio somewhere. Joseph says, bird of prey. I thought the Geloda machine was a real medical thing, and I was Googling like crazy because I never heard of it before. Is it actually an amazing idea? Did you patent it? Not yet, Joseph, but how? You do know Geloda is a term from the Orville, so I don't think anybody could use the word Geloda in an official piece of equipment. Number one sci-fi is bird of prey. What happens if you have to do a number 2? The stream ends. The stream ends, and I have to turn to my side, and Mama Prey takes care of it. Is that what you said? Yes. There's no vacuum cleaner involved. Shromore says, bird of prey. Martok was a changeling. Believe in your god, Emperor. The glorious armed republic of Karoga. Indeed. Hail Karoga. Captain Trax's bird of prey. Is there a catchphrase you really like? Honor the warrior that has died bravely in battle, and pity the warrior that has slain all his foes. Also, pretty much anything from Anchorman. I'm kind of a big deal. You ate the whole wheel of cheese? I'm not even mad. I'm impressed. Things like that. Captain Trax is bird of prey. Would you say that again, please? Captain Trax, you know, if you want me to say what again, you're going to have to tell me what. Roxanne said, did anyone else find it weird, bird of prey, that Rose Tico made an appearance in episode 3 of her part? Now, Roxala, that is a spoiler. You're not supposed to talk about that. Captain Trax is bird of prey. What drink do you like the most? It's a good question. I tell you, what I drink the most is just plain bottled water. A nice cold fountain Coca-Cola on ice, like from McDonald's or 7-Eleven. That is probably my favorite drink. But for health reasons, I can have at most one of those a day, and usually it's a lot less than even one whole small one. But that is probably my favorite. I also quite enjoy chocolate. But these days, just a nice, sometimes it's cold, sometimes it's warm, bottle of Poland spring water. That tends to be my favorite for now. Although I try to get that one little shot of Coke during the day sometime. And I would take that Coke over any alcoholic beverage. Average Jim says, I can neither confirm nor deny who made the clip of you saying, I gotcha. I gotcha. Maybe you would get out of prison sooner if you didn't do that. Captain Trax is bird of prey. What do you think of Klingons? I think Klingons are awesome. They're the best species in Star Trek. They're honorable. They're warriors. They've created a great empire. We should all be looking up to Klingons. Basically, I think the complete opposite of what Anti-Trekker thinks about Klingons. Roxanne says, bird of prey. Scotty became a motivational speaker living in a shuttlecraft down by the river. I'd be happy. I'd be happy with that. Number one sci-fi's bird of prey. Worf changes from a yellow shirt to a red shirt in Way of the Warrior. Yes, and he never looked better. Worf was better in red. In fact, Worf was in red in season 1 of TNG. Then he went to gold, and then he came back to red. And I say that the Deep Space Nine uniform was Worf's best uniform. which was also his first contact uniform. Wes, well, when first contact, I guess he wore gold. Wesley says, Bird of Prey, I hate typing on my phone. It's the small buttons. It's hard to type. Well, Wes, get a computer. Get a desktop. I can't type on my phone. I get tired. Chemtrax says, blood wine is a warrior's drink, right? It's one of many, yes. John and Rebecca Mamamani says, Bird of Prey, for all we know, McCoy is still alive. That is true. Although, I hope for his sake he's not. He looked like he was already kind of suffering in an encounter at Farpoint. Continuum Tracks says, Bird of Prey, is prune juice a warrior's drink? Well, anything can be a warrior's drink, because if you're a warrior, you can drink whatever the hell you like. Worf is definitely a warrior, and Worf likes prune juice, ergo, prune juice is a warrior's drink. Now, it might not be a popular warrior's drink, but it's surely a warrior's drink. And what about Warnog? Warnog. Well, that too. If there are warriors who drink it, then it's a warrior's drink. Captain Cat says, small market, I would use it because I'm lazy. I'm a lazy ass. You know, that could be an untapped market. Guys who just don't want to get out of bed at night and walk all the way to the bathroom. Although it's loud, so if you're married, it would wake up your significant other and they would probably divorce you. But for the single guys, hey, maybe it is. Maybe there is a market. Maybe there is. But yeah, Mamo Pray is thinking though that single guys aren't gonna want to clean it. It needs a really good scrub down and cleaning between use, like twice a day, at least. So yeah, I guess as lazy as you feel, believe me, it's easier to get up and use the bathroom than to use this 2 or 3 times a night, however many times a night you have to use it, and then wash it in the morning. You would just feel better to just go in and pee when you can, if you could. Josh and Rebecca Menominee says, Bird of Prey, awesome, your Twitter pronouns. No, it's not a pronoun. It's just, I think I listed it. I think I put it in somewhere online. It said, describe yourself, and I just put in hashtag awesome. I don't know if it was Twitter, it was somewhere. I don't have pronouns on Twitter because I could not care less about pronouns. If you want to, you can use whatever pronouns you want for me. It's not going to bother me. If you really don't think, you think you don't want to use he and his, and if you feel better wearing she and hers, using she and hers for me, I'm not going to care. I'm not going to get mad at you. I'm going to look at you weird. I'm going to think you're stupid, but whatever. I think this whole thing of putting pronouns in your Twitter profile is stupid. Now, if you're someone who looks like a man and prefers to be called with female pronouns, then I get it. Because you're like, well, somebody's going to look at me and they're going to assume it's a he. And I want to say, well, please use she. So I get it. If you're looking to ask people to please be nice to you and use the words you prefer, then I understand why you'd put it in. But that doesn't mean the other 98% of us who look like the sex we identify with need to put it into ours. If you want to use something different, then by all means put it in. I'm not stopping you. I just think it's stupid when heterosexual people who look clearly, unambiguously like their sex that they identify with put it into Twitter to be like in or woke or something. Now that's going to get me banned on Twitter. John DeMarco says, I feel so sorry for Mamo Pray. Yeah. Mamo Pray says, don't feel sorry for her. Joseph says, Bird of Prey, obviously I use the search different keyword. Okay, you use different keywords. Rock Solid says Anchorman is one of the shittiest movies of all time. Vertebrae. I wanted to walk out of the theater during the second one. So stupid. Not I don't listen. If you wanted to walk out of the theater on the second one, I could kind of get it. The first one was far superior to the second one. Although the fight scene in the second one was awesome. However, the original Anchorman, one of the greatest comedies, certainly in the last 15 or 20 years. For sure. You gotta go back real far to like Airplane to get better than Anchorman. Josh reads his Vertebrae Kuroga needs to get to work on poop removal system from Family Guy when Stewie and Brian go to alternate universes. I've seen most of Family Guy, if not all, but I don't remember that exactly. But I can assure you Kuroga has no poop removal problem. We're not San Francisco. Kevin Katz's Vertebrae, explain again why you think DJ is a furry. Something about shaking his ass. Well, because he wears suits where he hides himself in as an animal. And that is the essence of being a furry, is that you prefer to present yourself to the world in a costume because you feel more comfortable identifying as an animal and not showing off your true form. And DJ Odyssey, he has multiple animal costumes that we know of. He has the bunny suit. He has a banana suit, even though it's not. You say, oh, that's a vegetable or a fruit. That's not a. It doesn't matter. It all counts. He's got the banana. He's got the unicorn, which was the most recent thing, the rainbow unicorn, by the way. And he's got a Grinch outfit, and God knows what else he hasn't even shown us yet. The peacock is on the way, perhaps. He's a furry. He's a furry. Now, he's not the craziest furry. There are definitely furries that are more into it than him, but he's certainly, he's at least a class 1 furry. I'm sure there are higher levels. Like when he goes to the furry convention, he probably has to sit at the newbie table, but he still goes to the furry convention, at least. More calls for Dear Bops. Josh and Rebecca Mamamane says, Vertebrae, I'm watching the DS9 episode, Rules of Engagement, as we speak. Worf was great on DS9. He is indeed. That's a great episode. Wesley Vertebrae, could I use the Geologian machine when I play video games for long periods? Not really. I mean, you still have to pause the game. It requires 2 hands to use. It's not that it doesn't work like you think it works. Let me just put that out. Let me just say that. It doesn't work like you think it works. Captain Trex says Mamo Prey is the best. I agree. Number 1 sci-fi says Vertebrae. It's too bad that they treat Worf bad in his love life. First they detach him from Troy, and then they kill his wife. Well, Jadzia was leaving the series under her own choice. She decided to leave the series. She wasn't happy with what she was offered. And I will grant you, from the story we heard in the documentary What We Left Behind, I understand why she left, but it was still her choice to leave because she didn't feel she was being paid enough. And she thought she would make more not working for Star Trek. I don't know if she ever did, because I don't remember her ever having a big part in any other TV show. But it was her choice to leave, and that's the only reason they had to kill her off. It'd be very hard to bring Dax back without her dying. So if she wanted to leave, she left, and that's what they did. I don't like it, but I get it. Piano Dean says Vertebrae, a Trek trivia quiz, asked who succeeded Jadzia Dax. The answer was Ezri, but I said Varad. Who's right? Yeah, Esri is right. Why would you say Varad? I mean, Esri by all, I can't figure out under what logic. I'm guessing you're going to tell me the logic for that, but I would say Esri is the quite obvious answer. Because it went from Jadzia to Esri. And then Esri basically half took over Jadzia's life. At least her social life she took over. Her professional life, they just didn't. They had a random science officer, I guess. They didn't need an extra science officer. Ozzy and F's is Bird of Prey. How are things? Hail Karoga. Hail Karoga. Things are good, Ozzy. Grandma O'Prey is feeling good. I'm feeling pretty good. I've been off my antibiotics for a few days now. And, yeah. Number one sci-fi is Piano Dean. Varad stole the Jadzia Dax symbiont. Yes, and he stole it for a short time. It wasn't even a day. And then it went back to Jadzia. So I don't see how that counts as seceding because it went back to Jadzia. It was only Esri who actually seceded Jadzia. Hungry Mrs. Bird, have you eaten any aardvarks lately? No. Joseph says, and Worf also lost the mother of his son. That is true. Yeah, Worf's first mate was killed. That was unfortunate. And then, Worf is 0 for 2. Oh, that's sad to think about. I wonder if there's going to be a third, or if he's going to say, forget this. It's not worth it. The women in his life just die. You know, that does put a dampener on it, Yosef. Yes, Dear Bops. Number one sci-fi says Terry Farrell went on Becker with Ted Danson. Well, I hope she got paid more then. Wesley says, Dear Bop time. Okay, we'll get there soon. Piano Dean, I was being super technical. Granted, he stole it, but he became Dax for a bit before Esri. But then Dax became Jadzia again. I mean, if I was to do that at a trivia, I know the answer is Esri. There's no reason to go with the other answer because it's the weaker answer of the two. By what logic is it a stronger answer? I guess is the question. Josh and Rebecca says, I met Terry Farrell at a con a few months ago. She said she was willing to continue as part of the B cast and was surprised they killed her. Interesting. Well, I guess they needed her as part of the A cast. I don't know. But she didn't say that. She did not say that in the documentary. Yeah, What We Left Behind. Piano Dean's is Bird of Prey. Okay, I guess Esri makes more sense. I would say so. Josh Reeds' Bird of Prey is so Worf is a Black Widow. Nope, that's racist. I didn't say that. You said that. Hungry Mrs. Bird of Prey, which Kirk Douglas movie is better? Spartacus or... And there's no... I don't see. Is there... Spartacus or 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. You have an opinion, Mama Prey? Which Kirk Douglas movie is better? Spartacus or 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea? Mama Prey would go with Spartacus. I would have to say I haven't seen either of those movies. Sorry, I know they're classics, but if I've seen them, they're so long ago, I don't ever remember seeing them. So I can't pick. Captain Trax says, Piano Dean, of course I would not worry about anti-tracker. Can be impatient, but get done when you have the time. What? Oh, I guess you guys were talking about, was anti-tracker trying to get you to hurry something up? Yeah, don't worry about that. Okay, so 20,000 leaks under the ceiling. No, that's not. That's nice. And Uncle says you should watch both. I know I should, but there's a lot of things I should do, and there's the things I have time to do. The what is it? The Venn diagram of the overlapping amounts. I don't think 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea or Spartacus has quite made it into the inner part of those overlapping circles. Yes, dear Bop. We're getting Dear Bop. And Josh Street says, Dear Widow Black. I know Black Widow is a term used for widow spouses that have both. I understand, but I'm still not going to say it. Because racism. Okay, so let's get to some Dear Bops. I know it's what you guys have been waiting for. Gotta go down here to Dear Bop. Sci-Fi Nation says, thanks for adding me to the certified nerd list on Anti-Tracker website. You're welcome, Sci-Fi Nation. And I'm sorry it took so long. Like I said, the things that I'm supposed to do and the things that I have time to do. And then there's also the things I just forget to do. And it took a realize. I realized, I was like, oh shit. I told Sci-Fi a couple days ago I'd put them on. So I made time today to put you in. It really doesn't take too long a time once you know what you're doing. But it can't be done. It can't be done quickly. If you rush it, something's going to go wrong. Jeff says, I'm being too PC. And Rock Solid says, I'm still not a certified nerd. Did you ask to be a certified nerd, Rock Solid? If you did, then obviously I got to put you on. JP says, how does one become a certified nerd? Well, JP, you have to have a YouTube channel. You have to put out regular content that is sci-fi related in some way. And you have to have at least 100 subscribers. And then if you meet those requirements, you can ask me or Anti-Trekker to look at your channel, and assuming you're not also putting out, hate speech or something, you'll probably get approved. And then you'll be on antitrekker.com. And this way, anytime you release a new video, every 10 minutes or so, the website will check to see if you've released one. And if it has, it will update the website to show your video. And it will email anyone who's chosen to get notifications that from your forum. It'll email them that you have a new video. So it kind of works like a backup to YouTube notifications. Roxanne says, no, that's like inviting yourself into someone's house. Well, Rock Solid, now that you've told me, I will get you on there, but you're going to have to give me a little time. Sassy, who are you barking at? There's nobody out there, I can see. Oh, there's somebody walking a dog across the street. Okay, Sassy. So, here we go. Oh my god, look how many Dear Bops there are. We're gonna be here pretty late. Okay, Rocksod, so you will be added to the Certified Nerds. It's easiest to add people in pairs. It's not necessary, but it's easier. So if there's a second person that meets the criteria, it would be helpful to get two people on at once. So, Dear Sis Oba, how do you stand with your brother looking like a hairy egg? Revan. Okay, well, Sis O'Prey isn't here, so I'm sorry. How do you stand with your brother looking like a hairy egg? I assume she stands with her 2 legs, like everyone else. Huh? Except me. Yeah, like everyone else except me. And I'm sorry, but yeah, Sis O'Prey doesn't live here anymore. So, Dear Bob, I will take Sassy O'Prey. I will even take you, Bird O'Prey 5. I really want to marry Sis O'Prey, DJ Odyssey. Somehow I get the feeling that isn't DJ Odyssey writing that. Jeff says, I put out content once a week, but it's not on YouTube. Well, unfortunately, the system can only pull content from YouTube. So, I would say I can't do anything about that, Jeff. The certified nerd list is just for YouTube creators. But you can certainly post links to your content on antitrigger.com. There's a forum for self-promotion, and you can post it in there if you have links to it. Vile says, add me, Bird of Prey. I qualify. Perfect. So Vile and Rock Solid, I will try to get you guys in as soon as possible. Maybe tomorrow, hopefully this weekend. That would work out. As for this clearly isn't DJ Odyssey. I don't think there's. Yeah, and you didn't take Mamo Prey 5, so not only is it denied, it's not DJ Odyssey, but even if it was DJ Odyssey, it not gonna take. Yeah, he wouldn't forget Mamo Prey. Dear Bop, this voucher allows you to hand over Sassy to become the newest meal at Beagle Bites in the anti-burger with sassy sauce only at Beagle Bites. You son of a bitch. There's no time. What'd you say? Mama Frey. Oh, Jesus. Mama Frey says just kill this person. So you guys, I don't know. It's a good thing it's anonymous. Because whoever you are, you just got the kill order. Mama Frey hasn't given that order in many, many years. I was a bit shocked myself. Sassy, it's okay. We're not giving you the Beagle Bites. We're not gonna turn you into food, Sassy. It's okay. It's okay. Wow. Well, yeah, whoever this was, you better not come clean. For your own good. Dear Bop, is there a true story about the first Jeep? Signed, Curious in Columbus, Ohio. Well, of course there's this true story about the first Jeep. And in fact, it takes place in Toledo, Ohio, which, granted, is the worst city in the country, in my opinion. These days, I always call it effing Lido, but I say the whole word. But at the time, Toledo was a bustling town, and there was a guy named Martok R. Jeep, and he was in Toledo. Right now, Toledo's full of chemical plants and paint thinners and all types of polluting industry. But back in the day, Sassy, it's okay. Back in the 1940s, when it was World War II, Toledo was still a fairly new city, and there was a lot of green space. And Martok R. Jeep, he was out in the country with just enjoying nature, and he felt a rumbling, and it was an earthquake, and a fault line opened right where he was, and he was on an island surrounded by lava. Now, it was a big island. He was also with a lot of Turdistanis. Just to be clear. Now, Martok, our Jeep, he was a Kurogan through and through and through. But he was with all these Turdistanis, and they became stuck on this island that was surrounded by lava after this earthquake in 1941 or so, about 1940. I forget the exact date, like 1940-ish. So he's like, shit, how do we get over the lava to get back? It was too far to jump. And the Turdistanis were no help because they're basically just like, dumber versions of Pac-Leds. They were lucky that they could even stand. Some of them were pissing and pooping on themselves, even though they were physically able to walk. They just didn't know any better. So Martok, the one thing the Turds had that Martok didn't was ample amounts of hair. So Martok took his handy-dandy pocket knife, which all good Kurogans always carry, and he started ripping off locks of the hair of the Turdistanis, and he shoved the hair into the lava, and after 7 days and 7 nights of constant construction, he assembled the world's first Jeep with his bare hands, which was basically just Turdistani hair covered in lava and then shaped to form all the pieces of what we now know as the CJ, or the civilian Jeep, although the military used their own version. So after 7 days, he made this vehicle, and now he still had to get out, and like the Turdistanis, who are now all bald because he had cut off all their hair to forge the first Jeep from the lava, they're like, well, how are you going to get off? And he's like, it's very easy. You guys are just going to lay down where I tell you to lay down, and then I'll get out and I'll come and get help. So he basically laid them down like a ramp. And then he went to the furthest end of the island, and I should have the camera on since I'm using my hands to explain this. He went to the farthest end of the island, and he engaged the Jeep, and it was vroom, 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 and he hits this pile of Turdistanis, and he jumps over the lava. And he even put in the Dixie song into his air horn, which he created from the last lock of Turdistani hair. So it played like a Dukes of Hazzard episode, like anyway, he goes over and he clears the lava and he lands and he drives his Jeep to to the downtown Toledo, where a army general is there, and he's like, holy crap, we need to license this vehicle for our military. We're going to World War II. And so Martok sold the rights to the military, and that's where all the Jeeps in the military came from. The original prototype that was created by lava and Turdistani hair. Now, the unfortunate part is that in all the limelight, Martok Jeep forgot to tell anybody about all those Turdistanis stuck on that lava island. And by the time he remembered, the island sunk. And so, as a tribute to those Turdistanis that gave their life for him to be able to get home, it's where they decided they would put the parking lot of the new Jeep factory that they built in Toledo, Ohio. And then after the fact after Martok had left because he was fabulously rich and no one knew the history, instead of it being the parking lot, they actually put the bathrooms directly over the spot where all those Turdistanis drowned in lava. But nobody knew it except Martok, and he didn't find out until 50 years later, on his deathbed when he was reading about the Toledo Jeep plant. And he's like, oh, that's where all those guys were that helped me get out. And he's like, what's that building? And they're like, that's the main waste reclamation unit for the entire plant. And he says, oh, it's fitting. It's what Turdistanis would have wanted. Yeah, there you go. What did he use for fuel? They had various alcohol on them. He mixed it all together. If you mix vodka and Jägermeister and Jack Daniels and some ether alcohol for wound cleaning, you can get a decent fuel. It's not the best, I'm gonna be honest. That's why those early Jeeps, Anti-Traeger said himself, they don't go very fast. But it was fast enough for him to clear the lava river and make it back to civilization. I do have a wealth of historical information. Thank you. So that is the true story of the first Jeep. I hope the next 23 Dear Bops go quicker. Shrelmore says, I think the story is not right. Chancellor Martok would never soil the Jeep by using them in its construction. Using their bodies as a ramp is probably true. No, it's okay. At that time, Turdistanis weren't as wicked as they are today. JP's is death to Jeeps. You're on the wrong stream, my friend. You're on the wrong stream. No deaths to Jeeps here. So, there you go. Now you guys know the true story of the world's first Jeep. Dear Bop. No, Sassy. Me. I'm Dear Bop. Please, oh dear Bop, let me marry Ciso Prey. I will move your entire family into my home, DJ Odyssey. Well, you see, at least you remembered the entire family. But I still say that's not the real DJ Odyssey. I can't put my finger on it, but it just doesn't seem right. Oh, it's a Dear Mop. Okay. Dear Mop, I want to say you are so wonderful, sweet, and loving person. What is it that keeps you going on the rough days? You want to come this way and answer? Okay. Yeah, the camera's not on when we do Dear Bops, so you don't have to worry. No, they didn't say who it was. Just Dear Mop. It's anonymous. Yeah, you're good. You can come over. No camera.
Well, first I'd like to say thank you, Anonymous, for your kind words about me. What keeps me going on, what was it, the rough days?
Yeah, what keeps you, you're such a sweet and loving person. What is it that keeps you going on the rough days?
Well, I'm not going to say there aren't rough days, because there are. But everyone has rough days. What keeps me going is my son, Birdo Prey. I look at him, and when I'm tired and don't feel like getting up, I get up anyway because I can, and my first thought is he can't. And because he can't, it keeps me always putting myself in his place. Most people, or some people, if they went through what he's gone through, they come out angry and like hating the world, which is, not a good thing for anyone. But he isn't that. He takes it in stride, his condition, his limitations, and I always keep that at the forefront of my thoughts. If he can be the person he is without being able to move, who am I to complain that I'm having a rough day? I am blessed by him still being with me. He came so close, so many times that year in the hospital. I don't even want to think about them anymore. But, in fact, with Grandma O'Prey being in the hospital, and a few of now, we obviously couldn't get there, but we were getting, reports daily or sometimes a couple of times a day. Sassy stuff. But anyway, and some of the things that she was going through, and they have pat answers. She was sedated, and they were going to bring her out of sedation. That's what they told the family. And the next day, she was agitated. They had to give her sedation again. That's like a pat answer that I feel doctors and nurses give the patients, families, when they're not ready to deal with a person coming out of sedation. Maybe they're short-staffed that day. But anyway, I'm off on a tangent. Bird keeps me going on my rough days. And that's it. You gotta look at the bright side of everything. And that's what I try to do. Believe me, I don't go around singing and dancing. But I do my best to keep everything in the upbeat. Thank you for asking.
Thank you, Mom O'Prey.
You're welcome. Son O'Prey.
So that's what keeps Mom O'Prey going on rough days. Okay. Hello, Bert O'Prey, the unforgettable. We have made an amazing discovery deep in the uranium mine. We have found the lost sword of Kalis. We shall smuggle it out of the mine, making sure Turtistani spy sees it. With this holy weapon you shall be invincible and rule for eternity. Death to Turtistan. Death to all shape-shifting Klingons. Hail Kuroga. Hail Bert O'Prey 5. Hail Doomcock and Harvey. Hail Nerdrotic. Best wishes, your loyal subject. P.S. Star Trek Picard is an abomination. I will wait till we get this, the great sword of Kalis in my hands, but I think this pretty much settles it. Once the sword is in my hands, Turtistan will have no choice but to surrender. Everybody is saying thank you to Mom O'Prey for the words of wisdom, and that they don't make them like Mom O'Prey anymore. All hail Mom O'Prey, hail Mom O'Prey, yes. She says thank you, everybody. What? She said everybody on the stream also keeps her going, and that's true. I can be 100% sure. She definitely, you guys do keep her going as much as me. Dear Bob, your president is a moron. The USA is a country of fools and imbeciles. Nancy Pelosi is a true American. Hail Nancy. No, I'm afraid we can't keep killing people. Listen, everybody's entitled to their opinion, but the way you say your president is a moron, it makes me think that perhaps you are not in the United States. And if you're not in the United States, I wouldn't expect you to like our president. You have no reason to like our president. He's not your president. If you are in the United States, then he's your president too. So, as much as you might not like it, that's just the way things are. If you want to hail Nancy Pelosi, well, she's not even running for president. Maybe she should have. Right? Maybe she should have. This way she could have seen what the job is really like, but she isn't. So, but feel free to vote however you wish. I'm not pushing people to vote any which way they want. I just know how I be voting. Dear Bop, this is your hospital bed speaking. Please would you go on a diet and lose some weight? And stop spilling your bodily fluids on me. Thanks. What an asshole, you hospital bed. I will try, hospital bed. I can't promise anything. How about you stop making noises in the middle of the night and waking up Mama Pray? Okay? You do a month without making noises to wake up Mama Pray, and we'll talk. I also find it very hard to believe you found a way to type a message since you have no arms or fingers. Dear Bob, did you know Gary Beekler used to have a comic store in San Francisco? No, I'm surprised. Gary Beekler had a comic store. I didn't know. That's the guy who plays what? Nerdzotic? Is that his name? Nerd Exotic? He's a famous YouTuber right here. He had a comic book store. That's incredible. Small world, because I think he talks about comics pretty often. Good. See, you learn something new every day. Jeff Franklin's his bird pray you have nothing to be sorry for. I do. It was an accident that you got kicked. Joseph dropped his phone and you got knocked off, Jeff. You didn't do anything wrong. You did nothing wrong. Dear Bop, EMH gay husband. I guess this is kind of a Picard spoiler, so I'm not going to get into it. But I will say he didn't seem gay to me. My gaydar didn't pick up anything. He seemed a bit full of himself, but I don't think he's gay. Dear Bob, I was a big proponent of the anti-vaxxer movement. So I am a big proponent. So you are against vaccinations. And I need your help in broadcasting this message to the country. I am vaccinated, and I do believe that vaccines work. However, I'm running a startup with designer children's coffins, and I need more customers. If you help me here, I will give you part of the profits. J. P.S. I'm thinking about glass coffins. Not sure if they will succeed. Remains to be seen. Har, har, har. Remains to be seen. I think this is a new record. I think Mama Pray just put out 3 kill orders. And we're not even halfway through the Dear Bops. Oh, yeah, Avenue 5. The show on HBO, they did have the glass coffin. So, not for kids. It wasn't a kid's coffin. But they did have a glass coffin because the guy, like, why is it glass? He wanted people to see him or something. So yeah, the glass coffin idea isn't original. I mean, I guess it's probably been around for a long time, but I hadn't heard of it before. until a couple weeks ago on Avenue 5. No, while I question the flu shot and some modern vaccines, I'm a pretty big believer in the older vaccines, smallpox, polio, measles, mumps, rubella, those types of vaccines. I strongly think everybody should get their kids vaccinated. It's not just kids at risk, mind you. It is also adults. So, but I recognize this is a joke. Ha ha ha. But no, seriously, get vaccinated. Dear Bob, recently I got divorced. She was cheating with another man. I am missing her, but my aim is getting better. I probably should not write it, so do not read. I love it. But yeah, don't send any more messages. Again, it's anonymous, but we don't want the FBI having to double check. Missing. You get it? I'm sure you do. Dear Bob, how should I deal with unwanted calls and spams? I went to IKEA, and now they're spamming me. I should come back. All I wanted was a one-night stand. So desperate from Dallas. Was one-night stand, not a one-night stand. Was one-night stand. Well, you should never give IKEA your phone number to begin with. I mean, that's just basics. IKEA 101. There's actually a service, even though I know this is a joke. All for the one night stand. There is a service that I use in the United States. It's called NoMoRobo, NoMoRobo.com. And with most phone services, you can set it up so that most phone spammers, if they do call you, it will ring only once and then stop ringing. So it's better than nothing. Not as good as completely blocking all spam calls, but a lot better than nothing. Dear Bob, since she wasn't at the State of the Union address, did you have AOC over to your home where you showed her what a naughty girl she is and how you treat naughty girls? Did you have her in her pigtails since she's a bit of a swine, or ponytail since she's a horse's ass? AOC was not here. I don't know her whereabouts during the State of the Union, but it wasn't here. Jeff Franklin's is Bird of Prey. Your mother is the most beautiful and wonderful person. Oh, thank you, Jeff. And Aberjam will second that. JP says, oh wow, these dad jokes are bad. Yeah. No Mo Robo. I got a cough. Give me a second. You know what? It's a good time for a commercial break.
If we lived in a world where all women were the same, they'd need only one shampoo. Clairol introduces 7 shampoos for the real world, where all women are different. Clairol Essence shampoos, each with its own natural botanical. Aloe Essence for extra body. Chamomile Essence for beautiful highlights. Ginseng Essence for conditioning. 7 Clairol Essence shampoos that make your difference beautiful. Clairol Essence shampoos.
Go on, why resist it? Sugar-free Jello gelatin. Give in to the
Give in to the taste. You got a date, skin's looking great, cause Clearasil's ace. Face to face. See you at 8, skin's looking great, CJ's the place. Face to face.
Clearasil gives you great-looking skin, even close up. Inside, it kills bacteria to dry the pimple.
Clearasil's ace. Face to face.
Outside, it soaks up all the excess oil.
Feeling first rate, cause skin's looking great, cause Clearasil's ace.
Clearasil, for skin that looks great, even close up.
Face to face.
Read about tennis tots, political posters, and the miniseries Shogun, all in the new issue of TV Guide magazine.
I'm Maud Adams. For natural flavor, I like Cot a lot, because Cot beverages are made with real honest-to-goodness fruit, like sweet, juicy oranges, tart lemons and limes, luscious strawberries and raspberries, and succulent grapes. 30 delicious flavors, including diet flavors, non-carbonated flavors, and the best fruit beer you've ever tasted. All natural, all great. Enjoy the good taste of Cot.
Natural tastes better, so it's got to be good.
Excuse me, swallowing as I took a pill and I thought I didn't think it was going to take that long to swallow. Thank you so much, Cinnabon Bunny, who came into the stream, says, hello, can't stay, just thought I'd say hi and throw some money at you. Okay, fine, I'll leave a like too. And threw a $10 super chat. Thank you so much, Cinnabon Bunny. Really, really appreciate that. I'm sorry you can't stay. Greatly appreciate the super chat. If there's anything you want me to say or do, let me know. But for everybody else, please do subscribe to Cinnabon Bunny. Cinnabon does a lot of live streams, both playing video games and sometimes just general discussions. I'm subscribed. I have the bell icon clicked. And whenever he's streaming and I'm available, I am there. He does some great, great stuff. Along with Sci-Fi Nation and DJ Odyssey and Life with Matthew and Rambling Canuck and Peter Quinn and number one Sci-Fi. Are you doing streams yet? Oh, Epic Beard. The Epic Beard just started doing streams. The list is getting longer and longer and longer. And Rock Solid, of course. Rock Solid has a 8,500 subscribers. But he could use more. He needs more. He needs to beat Anti-Trekker. So there's a lot of you guys out there. So please guys, do check everybody's subscriptions. But as Cinnabon gave the $10, I'm going to put his name first. Sci-Fi says, I didn't think son of a bitch. I did say that. I didn't think it was going to take that long to swallow. Average says, don't lie, bird of prey. We know which end you take your pills. And Rock Solid also picked up on the quote. Okay, we're going back to Dear Bops. Thank you again, Cinnabon, if you're still here by some chance. Thank you for not being like these people who want to attribute terrible quotes to me. Just because I say something, it doesn't mean you can hold it against me. Dear Bop, if you had multiple holograms of yourself as servants, what accents would they have? Emergency anonymous hologram. Oi, well, I have my emergency Aussie hologram. As for when I needed to eat the shrimp on the Barbie, or we needed to take care of the dingoes, or the roos, I'd have my emergency Aussie hologram. Oi, and then I'd have my emergency Irish hologram for when I wanted some Irish whiskey, or to keep the Brits out. My cousin Joe from Ireland from County Cork, yeah. My emergency Irish hologram. And finally, I have my emergency Soviet-Russian hologram from USSR. Soviet hologram is the best choice. Yeah, I guess those would be the emergency holograms. I would have it. Oh yeah, my Irish hologram can hide the Lucky Charms because they're always after me. Lucky Charms, the green horseshoes and you don't know, red diamonds and little leprechaun pots and they put sugar all over it so the children think they're eating something healthy and you're like, oh, this is candy, very good, yeah. Rock Solid says worst accents ever. No, my worst accents ever would be like my Texas accent. Hey, partner. The stars at night are big and bright, deep in the heart of Texas. Rockstar says they're so shitty. What's a French Newfie, huh? Oh, well, French Newfie, that's a very special, it's almost a Canadian accent, but not quite Canadian. It's Newfie. So, you have to have the maple syrup. You have to have the back bacon, or back ham, which we call Canadian bacon. And, it's a big, you've got to have those French fries with the milk curdles, whatever the hell that shit's called. Poutine. You gotta have that poutine, and then we all sing Canadian anthem, the new version in English and in French. Because you gotta keep those Quebecers happy. Hey, they get angry, and they take out their hockey sticks, and they come into town, and they just, instead of beating the baby seals, they start beating the other Canadians. Hey, that's no good. No good at all. Pootie Tang, yeah, it's very good. Pootie Tang, very. It's you put melted cheese curds on the pootie and Tang. Yosef says how to declare war on half the planet. It might have been some Russian and that Canadian. I don't know. Rax houses, my ears are bleeding. Please, for the love of God, just stop. Tiki says it's the A that makes that work. Hey, yeah, it's Canadian. Hey. Certified terrible accents by the Grogan Certification Department. I never said I was good at accents. There's so many people on YouTube that are so talented that can do so many voices and do so many accents, and I promise you, I am not one of them. I am not one of them. Hey, I can't even do a good New York accent, and I live here. Those are the emergency hologram accents. Dear Bop, what is your favorite YouTuber of all time, and why isn't it Rock Solid Productions? Well, how do you know it isn't Rock Solid Productions? Favorite YouTuber of all time? You see, I can't answer this because it's just going to be like a battle, and people are going to be, no matter who I say, somebody's going to get upset that it's not them. A lot of people are my favorite YouTubers. Anti-Tracker, even though it's getting harder and harder and harder to listen to him. Nerdrotic, Doomcock. I love listening to Sci-Fi Nation, DJ Odyssey, Life with Matthew, Cinnabon, all the guys I just mentioned 5 minutes ago. There's no time to listen to everybody stream. It's almost 20. I've almost stopped watching television here. There's just literally streams going 24/7 here. When I'm busy, whether I'm, pretty much anything I'm doing except sleeping, I'm listening to a stream, because there's just so much talent on YouTube. There are such great people. I'd be hard pressed to say a favorite, and I don't remember the channel name, yeah, we'll just say I won't say I have. I'm not gonna. I tell you who's not my favorite YouTuber of all time. PewDiePie or anybody of that size. I honestly, I think I've watched one PewDiePie video in my entire time on YouTube, and that was the one where they went to that forest in Japan where they found hanging bodies from trees, and it made the news. And I didn't even watch it all. Listen, I have nothing against PewDiePie, but I don't know what he does. I don't understand why people flock to him in such giant numbers, but he doesn't do anything for me. So it's not PewDiePie. I'd love to tell you there was a YouTuber out there that nobody listens to, or that, would be great that nobody knows, but I'm pretty sure I listen to the same people everyone here listens to. If they're good, they get famous. I listen to Tim Pool a lot for news. I listen to my guy, my legal guy is Viva Fry, not Legal Eagle. Legal Eagle's a bit of he's really come out as not too he's way partisan, as he's recently come out in these last several months. But this guy Viva Fry, who's actually a attorney from Quebec, I believe, but he dabbles in U.S. stuff as well. He's a pretty good YouTuber. Pound for pound, best entertainer on YouTube, I'd have to say it's Doomcock. Mamo Prey, and he's a one-man comedy machine. He sings great. He does some hilarious bits. Yeah, he's a good old-fashioned variety show. And he just went live. So I won't fault anybody who leaves. But as for streaming, there's just so many. I can't. I'm sorry. I can't make up my mind. It would probably I'd find some hot chick, and that would be my favorite YouTuber for the night or the week. Dear Bops, the two Paros Locos want me to move in with them. They want me to move to New York and are looking for a casa in the Bayside area. I understand it is your area, so we might be neighbors. Are there some listings in your area? I really need someone to talk to without a Sashalina being pushed in my face. I know I could just go my way, but I am broke, and the paro liche is not the worst thing that happened to me in my life. I need to run. The two want the danza on my pole. Gracias, Alexandro. Oh, Alexandro I think he's working off his debts with Greg and someone else. No, Alexandro, sorry, there's no listings here in Bayside. We're full. Maybe check New Jersey. I hear there's lots of openings in New Jersey. I heard it, Sassy. Are we getting a delivery? It looks like the Pizzarama delivery guy. Okay. Dear Bob, you are my favorite LGBTQ plus creator. Jesus Christ. I love the fact that you are so fabulously supportive of both Frank Sinatra, Freddie Mercury, and their beautiful and loving relationship. What inspires you the most about their love? For me, it's how Frank jumped into assless chaps and embraced being Freddie's bottom. Signed, Anti-Tracker, the Hobbit-sized Klingon. Sassy, there's no pizza coming. He is? So we have a lost pizza guy that doesn't seem to know which house to deliver the pizza to, but it's not us. Sassy would take it, though. So he was headed up the walkway. Sassy went, okay. He got back in the car. I realized he's on the wrong street, probably. Anyway, AT, the Hobbit-sized Klingon, if it's really you. I am not an LGBTQ plus creator. I identify as a straight man, so take that of what you will. And I do not believe, I know for a fact, Frank Sinatra and Freddie Mercury had no such relationship. So, I'm sorry, but there's no question I can answer here, because I believe you're wrong about what's going on. Okay. I believe I just believe you're wrong. Your initial conditions have been wrong. So, no question here. Dear Bops, so when is it morally alright to lie? I've been keeping a secret from my family and friends. I am in an abusive relationship with an older man. He would often wear colorful onesies, and I would mock him for it. Then he would retaliate by hitting me, so I left him and won't talk to him in any way. I found out that I'm pregnant with his child. I could not stand the thought of raising my child with him in my life, so I lied to everyone and said I was artificially impregnated. I want to keep the child because I'm near middle age. Should I come clean with my secret? Yes, you should. If someone was hitting you, you should absolutely come clean with your secret. This way justice may be done. No one will think any less of you. Yeah. I mean, if somebody needs to be taken out, they need to be taken out. It's for the good of everybody. But I highly doubt that I know you in any personal way, so. Right, yeah, they're clearly not talking about this.
Mama prayed.
Yes, Mama Pray was at the fertility clinic, so we know it happened. How it happened. Dear Bob, once again, I'm in a bit of a pickle. A certain rival has beaten me in recent elections. As I claim to believe in democracy, I can't deal with him personally. As you've helped Hillary deal with this little issue before, I hope you can help out an old pal. Peter Buttigieg? I don't even know how to say his name. Peter Buttigieg and I could set up a benefit for him in Caroga City, and you could always say he ran off to be with one one with nature and live with the alpacas. Wink, wink. Be sure, best to ensure old Bernie has no other rivals. I need you to send some of your voting machines to make sure the election results give the people what they want, even if they never vote for it. I could always use the machines you loaned to Kim Jong. They seem to work pretty good. Could really use your help here. Your pal, Anonymous Bernie S. Anonymous Bernie S. I'm sorry to tell you, but all the voting machines in the world aren't going to make a difference for you. Whether you lose the primary or you lose the general election, it's not going to matter. So I just say save your money, Bernie S. You'll need it. Although I wish you luck, I honestly do. I just have a feeling you're going to need the money. It's better than wasting it on voting machines. Voting machines can only do so much. Dear Bop, please take your full Gelogia machine next time you use my padded room. Signed, Enderman. Well, Enderman, I can't carry it. I was rolled into your padded room and rolled out. It's not my fault they left the Gelogia machine. I thought Gelogia machine cleaning came with the room. Dear Bop, I've lost 2 mates to enemies of mine. Am I cursed to spend my life without a mate? Signed, Worf. P.S. Prune juice is a warrior's drink, and beagle bites taste like cock. You're okay, you're not Worf. Worf would find no honor in eating beagle bites. Beagles are defenseless creatures. They don't fight. They don't attack. No, bullshit. You are not Worf. You're dirty, lying, probably Romulan or Turdistani scum. Dear Bob, seeing as how Sassy gives you an air of authority and gravitas, I think I should also get myself a dog. I am torn between a miniature Yorkshire Terrier or a Pomeranian. Which of these should I get? I really want Donald to take me seriously. He keeps calling me Rocket Man. Your longtime buddy, Anonymous Kim Jong-un. I think you probably shouldn't have a dog, Kim Jong-un. I think somebody would probably eat it. So, yeah, don't get a dog. If you want Donald to take you seriously, you should hang his painting on the wall behind you, next to your own, and then you should release some statement to the public, and then all the world can see his face and your face hanging on the same wall behind you, and that would probably make him very happy and give the news media something to fornicate over for the next couple of weeks. Yes. No, the camera's not on. Dear Bob, we'd like to speak to you in regards to your car's warranty. It appears your warranty has expired and you continue to run over people in video games. The Jeep Corporation wishes to stop using their brand name as they do not want to have any association with such piss-swimming Kurogan as yourself. I don't use Jeeps in my video games, so F you. Dear Bob, alright, I will take Mama Prey as well to my extended family. I just want to marry Sissel Prey very much, DJ. Well, DJ, you should have did this a little earlier. She's already moved out, so sorry. You should have agreed. Should have agreed last week. Dear Eggy Poo, I finally made it back last night only to find out you've changed all the locks. What's that about? During our last phone call, you said you were excited to see me again, but now you lock me out. I'm not happy about this, so I left a little present, that thing Sassy does in your slippers. Yeah, well, I did one on your doorstep. I'll be back. Love your little sausage X. Well, like I said, you have the wrong person, because nobody did that on my doorstep. And if they did, it would be Mama Prey who had to clean it, not me. So, obviously, Mama Prey would just probably kill somebody who did that. So, you're emailing the wrong person. I think if you emailed the right person, you could probably save yourself from some of this distraction. Dear Bop, what is the greatest video game system of all time, and why is it the Super Nintendo Entertainment System? Rock solid. Well, again, I will grant you, the Super Nintendo is probably what most people think of as the pinnacle of old school console video games. However, I was a Genesis kid. I enjoyed the blast processing, even if it only had 64 colors compared to the hundreds, if not thousands, Nintendo could do. So I would say the best video game system of all time, though, is dun 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 dun. I don't know. It's a hard question. Like, part of me wants to say at the moment the PlayStation 4, because in theory you could play every other game system game on a PlayStation 4. In theory. But in practice, you really can't. I'm going to go with Sega Genesis. It was the best. I loved playing the Desert Strike and Jungle Strike, and Altered Beast came on it. Of course, all the Sonic games. Sonic 2. Hell, Sonic 2, you had a character that followed you around. That was cool. Sonic 3. A lot of great games. Columns. Columns was a great game. I'm going to say it's Genesis. Sega Genesis. Sorry to say. Buttigieg is pronounced Booty Judge. Thank you, Miss Lundell. Is it really pronounced Booty Judge? It sounds like it might be. Buttigieg. Aberjam says, take me home, dusty road, to the place I belong. Sweet Caroga, baby mama, says So Pray. And DJ, okay, I can't sing that. I don't even know how. Captain Traxxas is another one to add to the mop list. Man, we are taking forever to get through. Now there's 42. If we don't get through these, we're not going to be able to play any games. Dear Bop, I'm suing you for stealing my gaydar. Signed, Bender Bending Rodriguez. P.S. I am now in your head. I now own your head in a jar in the year 3001. Well, that sucks. But hey, at least I'll have another 79 years. Or 1979 years, excuse me. Dear Bob, do not open any emails from Hormel about processed meats. It's most likely spam. Why is that so funny? Ah, ha, ha. Ah, yes, I get it. Spam is a processed meat. I get it. I see, a little slow at this time of night. Berto Prey, 5, you have the best mom in the world, and I am thankful that she also considers me as a son as well. Love you, Mama Prey, 5, more and more. We need more moms like you. Number 1 sci-fi.
Thank you. 2, son.
She says, thank you, number 2, son.
What you wouldn't let me throw out 10 years ago.
Yes, we still have some Spam that I bought before I got sick. Best if used by January 2009. So I probably bought this in 2005 when I bought my house. Now it just says best if used by January 2009. It doesn't say you have to use it by January 2009. I mean, and if the EMP ever happens, it's better to have some Spam than no Spam, even if it's old Spam.
Can I throw it out yet?
No, I might want to try this.
No.
I could try it live on camera.
No.
Can you eat raw Spam? You can eat raw Spam. It's already cooked, right?
I don't know. I don't eat Spam.
Ingredients: pork with ham. Because when I was in Hawaii, we had Spam and eggs for breakfast one day. And pork with ham, salt water, modified potato starch, sugar, sodium nitrate. Proper Spam user guide. Lift and pull, squeeze until it pops out, squeeze and tap, or grill, bake, broil, microwave, or eat cold. So yeah, you can just eat it. You don't need to do anything.
If you really want Spam, I'll get you the new Spam.
Well, save this can. Biomike says, don't get going to get food. Don't start the games yet, Bird of Prey. Wesley's Bird of Prey, darn it, I missed one of the most of the Dear Bops replaying tonight. Oh. Yeah, you did. Yeah, so I have some Spam. And it is by Hormel. Dear Bob, there are so many people who are so talented. Pity you are not one of them. Sassy O'Prey. What a bastard. And I forgot to put the Dear Bob sign back up. Sandy. So you know what? You're kind of right, Sassy. I forgot to put this up. Wesley says, eat the Spam. Joseph says, do not eat 11-year-old meat. Aberdam says, Bird of Prey, there was a YouTube channel that exclusively eats and reviews military rations from 50 to 100 years ago. Carlos says, you seem tempted to eat the Spam. I am tempted. Wesley says, do it. Do it. Josh says, it must have turned into cream corn by now. Still feels pretty solid. Sassy wouldn't say this. Dear Bop, feed me, Sassy O'Prey. I believe that, and Mama Prey, it seems like she's about to do that, so Sassy's probably about to go nuts. Dear Bop, what is your favorite Beagle Bites menu item, as we have an expensive menu just for you? If we added another flight of stairs, we'd be glad to throw you down. I don't eat Beagle Bites. I don't believe in Beagle Bites. Beagle Bites are not real. Now, if it was Bagel Bites, I like everything bagels. Dear Bob, I learned of a secret from the Zot Vosh that Alex Kurtzman and Rune Johnson have escaped their prison at the center of the galaxy by a god starship. This knowledge has caused me to have horrible nightmares. What should I do? Sincerely, Doombuggy. You should probably look for the nearest Borg cube and ask to be assimilated. Only with the power of the Borg and their eventual taming of the Omega molecule will they be able to rid your mind of this terrible, terrible secret. Dear Bob, do you think people who have their arms amputated miss clapping? Anti-trucker. I bet they miss doing a lot of things with their arms, but I don't think clapping is necessarily one of them. Although I'm sure it comes up from time to time. Dear Bob, I'm writing you from the year 2034. Listen, this is important. The libtards rose up, and I hid sassy in Beagle Bites when Hillary Clinton is elected dictator of America, now her America. You must claim in all the women custodial army that you are non-binary and get the mecha body, and then you can rise up and become a heli carrier for the last of the cis guys. This last bit is important. Remember, never cut. Uh-oh. I guess the message broke off. Well, you know what? If they put an end to the last cis guys, then the human race will simply fail, and that's a perfectly acceptable end for me. We just didn't want it. If we give it up like that, we just didn't want it enough. Dear Bop, I am so proud of you for coming out as gender fluid, non-binary, transgender, non-binary, disabled dwarf. We support you, baby. Oh, pray. Okay, none of that happened. Dear YouTube, I was born a woman. Birdo Pray 5. That has also not happened. Kinda wish it might have did, but then I'd get all sorts of special treatment, but no, it didn't happen. Dear YouTube, I'm saying one, so I will delete the copy. Dear Bop, you adopted me from a box of free babies. Dear Bop, you adopted me from a box of free babies. You were found sucking on a potato for sustenance. We decided to bring you home and shave you and raise you as one of our own. This is the only way I can tell you the truth to get out of my house, Mama pray. Well, I know this isn't true because I have video of me seconds after being born in the hospital being held by Mama Pray and Dado Pray. So this is not legit. Dear Shitface, I have a problem. I keep trying to get out of my bed, but when I do, I fall out the window. This happened 450 times, so every morning since I moved, all my kids fell out into garbage cans. They were taken away and put into a dump truck and crushed. I have one kid left, and I'm scared to lose. They can give me any ideas how to fix this problem. Yours sincerely, Berto Pray 6. I don't even know what the hell I just read here. Skipping the dear shitface. I have a problem. I keep trying to get out of bed, but when I do, I fall out the window. This happened 450 times so far. Every morning since I moved, my kids fell out into garbage cans. They were taken away and put into a dump truck and crushed. I have one kid left and I'm scared to lose. Well, stop throwing your kid out the goddamn window. How about that? If you can't get out of bed without falling out a window, stay in bed. It's not hard. It's not difficult. It's not a hard concept to understand. Fix the problem? I don't know. Get out of bed on the other side of the bed where there's probably not a window. That's probably the way to solve the problem. It's unlikely you have a window on both sides of your bed. And if you do, then get up at the front of your bed instead of the side. And stop pushing your kids out windows. Carlos is Bird of Prey. Birds of Prey are in cinemas now. I want to see it, but I can't afford the cinema price. What should I do? Wait till you can afford the cinema price. First off, I've already seen people selling tickets for like $5. It's not an expensive movie to see. Ms. Lundell says Bird of Prey Beagle Bites do indeed exist. It keeps the SPCA in business. I disagree, Mr. Lundell. I know, a lot of fake news here. Dear Bob, since you're recently coming out, me and my boyfriend would like you to join us in an uber gay truckle. We'll be the gayest guys in all the meat district. You can be the meat in our guy sandwich. Frank and Freddie. Okay, I'm not gay. I did not come out, and there is no Frank and Freddie as a couple. It doesn't exist. Dear Bob, eat the spam live on camera. Mama Prey won't let me. Dear Bob, have some meat. You can try, but Mama Prey will have to leave the room. Freddie. No. God, no. Why? Why? I'm going to start deleting anything that mentions Frank and Freddie. Dear Bob, can you sing us a ballad about a supernova? No, I don't know any ballads about supernovas. I am sorry. What I'm not sorry is that, Jesus Christ, that was a hell of a lot of Dear Bops. So, but now, let me read through some of these past messages that I might have missed, and maybe we'll get a chance to play a game or two. Number one sci-fi says Bird of Prey, Paris and Janeway doing the horizontal monster mash. As space salamanders is just no. Carlos says Google if it's okay to eat the spam. It doesn't matter. Mama probably won't let me eat it anyway. Alexa, is it okay to eat 10-year-old spam? No, she doesn't know. Sci-Fi says make sure the pizza box doesn't have a vertical sausage in it. Surfer Times is Bird of Prey. I think you just got an urgent Dear Bop message. Well, I read them all. Sci-Fi Nation says my legal advice for America comes from a Canadian. Well, he's a good guy. Yeah, okay. Those I read out. Irish Oh Prey 5 is a classic, approved by Ireland, and Cork is hilarious. Abajam says Bird of Prey, it's not POTUS, he's Scrotum, Soviet Karogan ruler over the uranium mines. Joseph says how to declare war on half the planet. Sci-Fi Nation says that was a good Alexander impression. Thank you. Captain Cat says what's a French schnoofy? Showmore says Ozzy Prey stirred a lot of crap. You may want to keep an eye on him. Yeah. Sci-Fi Nation, just because I say something doesn't mean you can hold it against me. Exactly. Now we're talking. Okay, I think that catches me up. On it. Captain Cat is Bird of Prey. Damn, you look as sexy as I do. If you say so, Captain Cat. Okay. So, put a 1 in the chat if you're interested in playing Use Your Words. If you want me to play Use Your Words. And don't put anything in the chat if you don't want me to play Use Your Words. Okay, put it in one time, please. Okay, I got at least 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, it looks like we got at least 6 different people. who put in once. Okay. So, let's do this. And give me a second to get the game started. Now you're going to go to wordsgame.lol. I will put it in the chat. Yes, Mama, pray.
Hormel claims that the safe shelf life is indefinite.
So Hormel claims that the safe shelf life of Spam is indefinite, but the flavor will fade over time. Well, we don't need the flavor. We just need it to be safe. Okay, so, yeah, guys, go to wordsgame.lol to be part of the game. And I'm just gonna...
It's Use Your
Words.
The party game for funny people and their
unfunny friends. Okay, I gotta get the room code in first so I can be sure
Grab a
I'm part of the
web-enabled
game.
device like a smartphone, a tablet, or anything with a browser and navigate to www.wordsgame.lol. Then enter the room code.
I'm a player. I'm a player, said me never. Did I ever claim to be a player? Okay. Okay, so...
Have you checked out the settings menu yet?
There we go. Okay, so guys, right now, if you want to be part, go to wordsgame.lol on your tablet, your cell phone, or a web browser, and go to room code Z as in zebra, B as in boy, Q as in Q-tip, and U as in umbrella. And once we've got our 6 people in, we will start the game. So far we've got me. Okay, good. We've got a full game. We've got me, Ozzy, Sci-Fi Nation, Revan, John D, and Aberjam. Sounds like a good game.
And now, it's time to use
your words.
The glory of the silver screen. In the dumper,
as we
throw it in the
always
garbage.
start.
It's Sub the
Title.
You're about to see a subtitled film clip that's...
We're going to skip this. So we're going to see a subtitled film. We're going to put in a subtitle. Welcome, Kino. Insert title here. Okay. Okay, I gotta put in a funny answer.
Get ready. Here's what you came up with.
Everybody's in. Welcome, Kino. Is that a snake in your butt, or are you just happy to see me? Welcome, Kino. Your history. Welcome, Kino. Kill me and you will be queen of the turds. Welcome, Kino. This is a henty movie you have been fapping about all your life. Welcome, Kino. Pay no attention to the Kurogan snake behind me. Welcome, Kino. If you strike me down now, I will become spam. Welcome, Kino. Bird, your penis is showing.
You may have noticed an extra answer in there. We always throw in one of our own house answers. When you press
House
the house
answer.
decoy button, you get to use one of the house answers for yourself. But watch out. Voting for any house answer will deduct points from your score. So pick your favorite answer, but watch out for house answers.
Okay, you guys got 60 seconds. Hopefully you can do this quicker. There we
Let's see how you
go.
voted.
Strike me down, I'll become spam was 1,000 for Aberjam. Bird your penis is showing was 1,000 for Ozzy. Pay no attention to snake was 1,000 for John D. 1,000 for Sci-Fi Nation. And 2,000 for me for saying kill me and you will be queen of the turds. So after one round, I'm leading.
Dateline, right here
Thank
and
you.
right now. It's extra, extra.
Extra, extra. Write a headline for this photo. It's a man talking to a brick with a ruler taped to it. Okay. I'm not cheating, Captain Cat. Can you hear me now? Yeah. Can you hear me now? Really? Incredible.
Here's what you wrote.
Okay. Kurogan state-of-the-art phone technology. Kurdistani cell phone tech is still in its infancy. Now that's what I'm talking about. Life hack. Instead of a phone, carry around 2 bricks with a ruler taped on. Who knew blockheads were so smart? Frank and Freddy sex toy discovered. Berto Prey horny and happy asked for a demonstration. Kurdistan phone service. That's, yep. I think my phone is bricked. Jaloja.
Now, vote for your favorite answer, but watch out for house answers.
It's #1 sci-fi is Bird of Prey. I bought a baby Yoda Trevis mug. Very cool, I guess.
Here's how you voted.
Okay, Kurdistani phone service, 1,000 for Ozzy. Kurogan state-of-the-art technology, 1,000 for John D. My phone is bricked, 2,000 for Aberjam. Kurdistani cell service in its infancy, 2,000 for me. Very cool. So I lead with 4,000. Aberjam is with 3,000.
And now, the machine
and several
that
people
lets you
with
blank
2,000.
yourself. It's
The Blank-O-Matic. I don't think I'm going to make it. Tell my wife blank. I don't think I'm going to make it. Tell my wife blank. Fill in the blank. I don't think I'm going to make it. Tell my wife.
Here are your answers.
Tell my wife I love my girlfriend more. Not classic. Tell my wife I eat the Gorham Spam. Oh, to eat the Gorham Spam. I never cheated on her. What happens in Kuroga stays in Kuroga. To call Dr. Alex. Tell my wife to call Dr. Alex. I'm a woman. Birdo Pray 5. I said bye or whatever. Lol. That's definitely a millennial. Birdo Pray 5 is the secret love child of Frank and Freddie.
Vote for your favorite answer now.
I know which one I'm not voting for.
Let's see how you voted.
Shit. 1,000 to Revan. 1,000 to Sci-Fi Nation. 2,000 to me. And 2,000 to John D. So I remain in the lead with 6,000. John D with 4,000. Aberjam
The
3,000.
magic of cinema is yours to ruin. It's Sub the Title.
We're back to Sub the Title. Insert subtitle here. Guy gets hit with a stick. And more people are calling me a cheater. Will you move or do I need to hit you? Too bad you're not in, Captain. 60 seconds.
Get ready. Here's what you came up with.
Surprise, you're my least favorite son. In Soviet Karoga, beat by stick is sign of respect, friendship. I couldn't see it. I told you to Jaloja before we left. In communist China, a man boobs you like something? I'm sorry. Dr. Alex, stop looking at Mrs. Anti-Tracker. Only the strongest men may eat beagle bites and bend... not enough time. Frank and Freddie talk will be punished.
Vote for your favorite answer.
People put
now.
in some things that were way too long. So, surprise, you're my least favorite son. In Soviet Karoga, beat by stick is sign of friendship. I told you to Jaloja before we left. Communist China, man boobs make you like Frank and Freddie. Dr. Alex, stop looking at Mrs. Anti-Tracker. Only strongest man eat beagle bites. Now bend over Freddie and Frank Freddie talk will be punished.
Let's see how you voted, shall we?
1,000 for Revan. 1,000 for John D. 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 for Aberjam. Wow, Aberjam takes the lead now with 7,000. I didn't get a
From
damn
around
point
the world
in that.
and right through your window pane. It's extra, extra.
Extra, extra.
Anybody got a broom?
So, write a headline for this photo. Okay.
Here's what you wrote.
Does this hat make my ass look big? Sis O'Prey. Anti-Trekker's hat size blew up after his channel blew up. Does that hat make me look fat? Bert O'Prey 05. World's smallest woman by second smallest hat. Top 10 ways to hide your enormous head. World's ugliest woman on her way to transgender surgery, rumors say. Mrs. Anti-Trekker Modeling Agency.
Time to vote for your favorite. Pick a winner.
That is a good one. World's ugliest woman on her way to transgender surgery, rumor says her name is Bert O'Prey 5. Woman hides from the horrors of Karoga. That would have probably got one.
Here's how you voted.
1,000 for Revan. 1,000 for Aberjam. 2,000 for John D. 2,000 for Ozzy. And again, I get nothing. So now Aberjam and John D are beating
now,
me.
For the latest in obsolete technology, it's Blank-O-Matic.
The Backstreet Boys got much more popular after they stopped calling themselves fill in the blank. So they got much popular after they stopped calling themselves the Captain Cat says, I love transgender. Captain Cat says, Bird of Prey, stop cheating to give the others a chance. Supernova. There we go.
And here's what you came up with.
The Karogan Mine Orphans. They stopped calling themselves the Karogan Mine Orphans. Backstreet Boys stopped calling themselves the Frank Did Freddy in the Back Boys. These mostly white guys. Gay O'Prey 5. Bird O'Prey 5's Karogan Quartet? That's not how you spell quartet. Frank and Freddy Gay Sex Stimulation. The Karogan Barbershop Choir.
Okay, vote for your favorite answer. Here's how you voted.
Frank and Freddy Gay Sex Simulation Band, 1,000 for Revan. Karogan Mine Orphans, 1,000 for John D. Karogan Barbershop Choir, 2,000 for Aberjam. The Frank Did Freddy and the Back Boys, 2,000 for me. Yeah, I had to be all sneaky there. So 8,000 for me, 8,000 for John D, 10,000 for Aberjam.
Ready for our grand finale, the
Close
lightning
game.
round we call Survey
It's
Says.
a close game.
In Survey Says, all point values are doubled.
All point
You'll be shown
values
3
doubled.
prompts in a row, and since Let's Play mode is turned on, you'll get 90 seconds apiece to answer each one. Here's your first prompt.
Make up the name of an online dating app you wouldn't use. I mean, there's so many I wouldn't use. There's an infinite number I wouldn't use.
Here's your second prompt.
Second clue or problem. Make up a rock band you'd go see based on their name alone. See, now that's much harder to do.
Here's your third and final prompt. Make it a
Carlos
good
says,
one.
oh, let me read this first. Make up new British word for penis. Anyway, Carlos says, questions. Did they say how big the star went supernova was? Our sun is very small for stars, and they got massive. No, they've made it a point that this was not a regular supernova, that there was something special about this star that was going to explode into subspace and would be far bigger than a regular supernova.
Here's what you wrote.
Okay. Make up a name of an online dating app you wouldn't use. Jaloja machines are us. KarokinsOnly.com. Turdmatch.com. Strictly Birth Room. Furry in a Hurry. Supersmatch.com bros. Dear Bops.
Vote for your favorite answer.
Okay, time to vote.
Okay, let's see what you weirdos wrote.
Oh, rock band. Zombie Frank Sinatra and the Zombie Kiss Army. Anti-Track AT and the Bop. This is a rock band. Bird and the Beagle Bites. This is a rock band you would see based on their name. MCU Aunt May's Naked Chickens. Mamo Pray. The Lords of the Sith and the Revens of the Gay O'Prey Fives. Everybody Gets Laid.
Vote for your favorite answer now.
Okay, time to vote again. Carlos's bird of prey, if it was a supermassive star,
Get
could be
ready.
usually
Here's
powerful.
what you came up with.
Survey says, make up a new word for British penis. Reginald. Jalojapan. Cave diver. Dr. Alex Pohl. Sir Patrick Stewart. Frank's flute. Stiff Earl Grey.
Time to vote for your favorite.
Shalom. Carlos's bird of prey, if it was a supermassive star, it could be hugely powerful and devastating when going through. It's not a normal star. There was some special type of energy nearby that caused it to go into subspace. There was no logical explanation for it in real world astronomy.
15 seconds left. Tick-tock. Let's see how you voted.
Okay, so now the votes. Make up the name of an online dating app you want to use. Dear Bop, 2,000 for Ozzy. Furry in a Hurry, 4,000 for Revan. Turdmatch.com, 6,000 for me. Hallelujah, back in the lead with 14,000. MCU at Making Chicken, 2,000 for Sci-Fi Nation. Mamo Pray, 2,000 for John D. Anti-Trigger in the Bop, 4,000 for Ozzy. Bird in the Beagle Bites, 4,000 for Aberjam. Make up a new word for British penis, 2,000 for Sci-Fi. Frank's flute, 4,000 for Ozzy. I'm tied with Ozzy. Jalojapan. Aberjam takes a commanding lead in the win with 20,000 points. I come in second.
And the winner is
14,000 with me.
the spectators
2,000 with
have named the funniest
Aberjam.
player. You receive
20,000
the
with
Golden
Aberjam.
Joker Award.
And Sci-Fi
The
Nation gets
spectators
the
have
Golden
also
Joker
named the grossest
Award.
player. You
And the
receive
grossest
the
player
Dirty Bird
is
Trophy.
Revan.
You dirty
You
bird,
get the Dirty Bird
The
Award.
spectators have also named
Oh,
the
and the
most
free speech
offensive
ribbon.
player. You receive the
And
free speech
Aberjam
ribbon.
takes home the free speech ribbon.
Congratulations, and
I
thanks for
think
playing.
we need to
Use
recount.
your words.
We need a
Next time
recount,
on
God
Use Your
damn it.
Words, more laughs, more giggles, and more awkward
Jeff
silences.
Franklin's bird of prey was section 31. Sci-Fi says the game was rigged. Hey, I didn't win. I did not win this time. Huh? I did graciously lose. But I do want it to just, I mean, come on. We just came out of Iowa. Who knows what's happening? I just want them to double check the results. That's all I'm saying. Okay, so I think what we're going to do now is we're going to go to the Jack in the Box, or whatever the hell those are, games. So give me a minute. It's going to be a different website address. And hopefully we can get a few more people into the game. It's be a little different. I don't know which one it is we're going to play yet. Give me a second. I got to start Steam. Okay, Jackbox, Party Pack 6. Jeff Franklin says this isn't the Democratic Party. And Captain Cat says I need to cheat better. I don't need to cheat better. I don't cheat at all. I don't need to cheat. And Steam is freezing up on it. Come on, Steam. Why won't you play this goddamn game? Do I have to close Steam? I gotta close Steam. Okay, let me put the camera back on me. You guys are all looking at a black screen. Okay, let me try to get this working. Task Manager. Let's see. Let's see, make sure it's not still running. J. Jack in the Box. Jackbox, whatever the hell it is. Steam. Okay, so let's try this again. Open up Steam. Steam is starting. Yes, Captain Trax says close your 300 open tabs. Never! Never. Jeff says I'm getting too much like you have 20 tabs open. It's a good start, Jeff. It's a good start. Come on. Did you open? Connecting Steam account. Oh, Mamo Prey is over 30 tabs. No, I don't want to participate in any goddamn survey. I just want to play a game. How can you still be counting? Jesus Christ. No wonder why your computer is so slow.
57, 58.
Mamo Prey saying she has 58 tabs open. For Christ's sake. Okay. Jackbox game. Oh, but I gotta take it off this screen so that I can get the code for myself, or I could miss the game. Okay, so let's see. Murder Trivia Party 2. Role models, no. Joke boat, no. Dictionarium. Push the button. That sucks. I guess we're gonna do Trivia Murder Party 2. Darth Rowan says, tell Mom Frey to close all those tabs for the love of God. I will come over there and burn her hard drive. Yeah, I don't think you will. Okay. So we gotta go to jackbox.tv, people. Jackbox.tv. And let's see. Put in my name. Okay. So, there we go. You're going to jackbox.tv in your browser, and the room code is GIOH. We've got room for up to 7 more people. Okay, we've got EMH, The Vile One, Ozzy, Aberjam, Uncle Remus, Beagle Bites, and Epic. Okay, so we're full. We're about to start the game. I think. Or what? Do we have room for... Oh, we have 2 people in the audience. Okay, very cool. Everybody's in. Press everybody's in to start. Cool. Okay. Oh shit, no, you're looking at the wrong screen. Hold on. You're looking at my screen. There we go. There we go.
Trivia Murder Party killer is still on the loose.
Thank you, Carlo. It's no biggie. It's my first time wearing this one. I didn't cheat.
This is your wake-up call. Prepare to die. Welcome to Trivia Murder Party. I flooded the roads myself to strand you here in a fight for your life.
And remember, people, if you want to come into the audience, the audience still affects the game. So if you haven't got in, come in.
What's this cute little guy called? Use your device to answer the question. That means the audience, too.
I don't even know what the hell the question was. Oh, son of a bitch. Did I pick the right one? Yes, I did. I did. Wow, we went right to it. Yes, it's a carrot. Wow. How did you guys not know that was called a carrot?
It's time. Welcome to room 101. This one's just about me giving you a gift. Help yourself to a totem that represents my family drama. Pick a box and keep what's inside.
Pick a box. Pick
Beware
it quickly,
the one
people.
With the prettiest paper.
Beware the one with the prettiest paper. Everybody who died has to pick a box.
Hurry up and grab a weird
Beagle Bites, you better pick something. There you go. Oh, Ozzy.
Oh, my mother's wig. Is she... Are you? Oh, Mother, I've missed you so. I'm a big boy now, Mother. I'm glad you're playing my big boy game.
Wow, I don't think you died.
Who will win?
You now just have a wig.
Maybe the audience. Hey, audience, good luck out there. Hot tip, you can join the audience at any time.
Interesting.
Let's try another one. Who was the first to pollute our ear canals with auto-tune?
I have no idea. It's a shot in the dark. I like that they shortened the time. You really can't Google it anymore.
Who picked this?
Son of a bitch.
The rest of you, follow me.
Yeah, it was Cher.
Salutations! Welcome back to the killing room. It's the Pegs game. You're going to drop down this board and try to avoid the death zones. You know what? We need some death zones. Hey, you, pick the landing slots that kill.
Somebody's got to pick a slot. The living people have to pick slots.
Hurry along. If someone dies in your death zone, you get a prize.
Hurry up, living people. You got to go to your web or whatever and pick it.
Fine. I'll murder up a few of my own.
Nobody picked?
Okay. Let the games begin. Pick a spot to drop from.
So you just drag it over and you drop.
I just love watching this one.
Son of a bitch.
They don't call them death zones for nothing.
Well, we can still play. There's still a chance of winning at the end. It's not good, though.
We're not done with you yet. The end of your life isn't the end of your participation. Keep playing and you just might steal someone else's life force and win the game. Let's keep moving. What did the singer Adele name each of her first 3 albums after?
I have no idea. Hey, multi-gun man, it's going well, except in this game. I'm not doing so hot.
Who picked this?
Son of a bitch! Oh my god, only the vile one got that.
Oh, Mother, I can't send you to the killing floor. The rest of you are still alive. I want to show you something.
And Mother got... Okay, Mother got taken out of it too.
Follow as many rules as you can before time runs out. The player who follows the fewest rules correctly dies. And it's already begun. The rules are on your device now. Is it clear that this game is called Rules because you have to follow a bunch of rules? Man, naming stuff is hard. Almost out of rules time.
Aberjam wins.
Bye.
Uncle Remus. Sorry. Though you're still in the game, because this game doesn't end until the very end, ghosts have a chance of winning. In fact, I won as a ghost before.
We're here. When one player is left alive, we'll go to the final round. Next question. Which of the following films does not feature Daniel Craig as James Bond? Time's running out. Who picked this?
I did.
I don't like seeing that.
So we all knew that, huh?
Where was King Tut's body found?
How are we supposed to know this?
Time's almost up. Who picked this?
Damn it, I thought that was my second choice. Son of a
Ghost
bitch.
got it wrong. Everyone again? You all need to be taught a lesson. Let's see if you put the dumb in dumb waiters. Everyone pick an elevator door. If you all pick the same side, you all live. But if there's a split decision, I will kill everyone on the heavier side. Everyone's going into this with the best intentions, right?
So even though you guys got it right, you still have to die.
Your death doesn't mean that wig has to leave the game. You have a will on your controller right now, and you have a few seconds to leave it to someone who really deserves it. But you gotta do it fast. Oh, I'll miss you, Mother. Oh wait, you're back! I see you over there, Mother. Let's keep moving. Where was Shakira? You know, Shakira, born and raised.
This is all freaking pop music culture bullshit. Josh Street says everyone knows this, Bird of Prey. Got invertebrate, pay attention to history class.
This.
There we go. Ozzy says you should shorten the timer if you can. People are Googling the
I
answers.
guess I'll have to punish everyone else
This is the shortest you can get it. If they're Googling the answers, they're only cheating themselves.
The ghost of my Aunt Mildred loves to write words on mirrors. She has her own consistent handwriting. Now, Aunt Mildred is going to write a different word, but so will all the safe players. Draw a word on the mirror to camouflage Aunt Mildred's. Go ahead and start writing. Watch closely. One of these new words will be a word written by Aunt Mildred's ghost. So many convincing words to choose from. Now, type the word that Aunt Mildred wrote, or you die. Would the real Aunt Mildred please stand up? Aunt Mildred would never say that. It's time for you to join my Aunt Mildred.
Aw, poor Epic.
Only one of you is still alive. You know what that means.
Nice.
Congrats on making it here alive. But can you escape? I'm going to give you a category.
Roman numerals.
Tap each answer that fits the category and then press submit.
I don't have any place to tap.
Let's see the right answers. You advance 1 space for every correct answer.
Oh, only he got that
You're
one.
a little bit closer to escaping. Oh wait, did you think it was going to be just you? Aw, that's cute. If a ghost catches you, they'll steal your life force. Then they can try to escape and win the game. Here's everyone's next question. And they get a third chance to help them catch up to you.
Renaissance artwork.
Time is almost up. Adult Swim cartoons.
Son of a bitch.
Next question. Crayola crayon colors.
Come on. Son of a bitch.
Don't look behind you. Here comes the darkness. Prepositions.
What?
Time is almost up.
Half a son of a bitch.
Lights out for you. British Prime Ministers.
Oh no. Son of a bitch.
That one was too easy. Hello, darkness.
Epic, it's coming for you.
Winners of RuPaul's Drag Race.
What the fuck is a RuPaul Drag Race? Son of a bitch.
What are you, my stepdad? You're getting too close to my mom. Peppers. Time is almost up. Let's just call that a fluke.
Nice. Come on, Uncle Remus. Dairy products. What the hell is ghee? How is margarine not a dairy product?
Here comes the next question. Olsen Twins movies.
Son of a bitch!
Another life swap.
And I'm gone.
Not so fast. You need a perfect answer for your final escape. And that includes the third answer choice now, too.
Yeah, I'm done.
Time is almost up.
All I know is that when DJ Odyssey plays this, it's super effing easy. When I play it, it's like I don't even know, I don't even have a clue on most of these answers. EMH wins. Congratulations, EMH. Okay, we're gonna reboot. Get some new players, I guess. And we'll do another round. We'll do another round. Congratulations, Jeff Franklin. Congratulations. We're gonna do this again. So FZJK. FZJK. Yeah, we're going to do this game again. We got 2 more spots. And then the audience for everyone else. Aberjam. We got 1 more. We got me, Vile, Birdo Prey 6, John D, Uncle Remus, Ozzy, Aberjam, and Multi-Gunman. And everybody else who wants to come in can come into the audience. We're starting the game.
A local residents familiar with the abandoned building's history know it simply as the Murder Hotel.
Crashing into another car, and then another car went ahead and crashed. The infamous hotel was run by a mysterious family for several generations until close. In unrelated news, the trivia murder party killer is still on the loose.
Okay.
Up next, I'm being held against my will.
This is your wake-up call. Prepare to die. Welcome to Trivia Murder Party. You just checked in to a game of murder. Only one of you will survive. It's been all over the news.
And
there was
guys,
a whole montage about it at the beginning,
if you
so
think
I'm
you might
surprised
be
you didn't see this
behind in the browse
Alright,
in the
first
video,
question.
set the speed to 1.25.
According
You'll
to the
catch up.
popular podcast, what is 99% invisible? Use your device to answer the question. Almost out of time. And the correct answer is... Who got the
Son of a
question right?
bitch.
The rest of you, time for consequences.
What popular podcast?
Welcome to Room 101. It's non-smoking. The lost art of letter writing. I'm going to dictate a message to you. Write down as much of what I say as you can. The player who writes the fewest of my words will die. And the letter begins now. Dear police, congratulations! You've won a free trip to Fiji. All you have to do is leave immediately and ask no follow-up questions. It is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Just ignore your ongoing investigations and get on a plane. Time's up. Okay, now I'm just going to do a quick editorial review of your work.
Can't be
And
good.
what's the result?
That can't be good.
Well, one of you was the worst. I'd seem like a maniac if I sent this letter.
Dear police, congratulations. That would be really hard on a mobile phone. I gotta say, being on a computer, laptop certainly helped.
Don't freak out. But you're a ghost now. Keep playing and you just might steal someone else's life force and win the game. Oh, by the way, the audience is a player now and could win the whole frickin' game. If you're not ready now, you can join the audience whenever. It's like super low pressure. Let's try another one. The United Nations was founded after which war?
Okay, everybody has to get this. You don't get this, you're out. You're out of the nerd club, you're out of...
Who picked this?
Birdo Prey 6, Aberjam, really?
Come with me. Welcome to room 227.
Wesley says my phone died. Guess I'll rewatch this later.
This is my tattoo parlor.
No problem, Wes.
My body is a roadmap of suffering. Create a new tattoo on my back by drawing on your device.
Oh, that's interesting. So the rest of us will probably have to vote on a tattoo or something. So be ready. Make sure you're looking at your phone or whatever device, your web browser.
Right there. Harder.
Uh-huh.
Okay, somebody
Wow.
went to art school. I think we know who. Now vote for your favorite design. The artist with the fewest votes will die. Vote already. What did we decide? This might actually look worse after it heals. I will have my revenge.
Sorry, Birdo Prey 6. Whoever you were.
Isn't it weird that no matter how hard we try, we all eventually turn into our parents? Or we end up wearing their clothes and killing in their name? I think you get what I'm saying. Let's keep moving. Who wrote The Feminine Mystique?
How the hell am I supposed to know?
Time's almost up.
You definitely need to cut 5 or 10 seconds off. Nobody got it right.
It's time.
Nobody got it right.
Congrats! All of you are entered in my scratch ticket giveaway. Scratch and find $3 to live. If you keep scratching, I'll give you cash for every $sign you find. But if you scratch off even one skull, you die. Start scratching. It might
Son
be
of a
fun to
bitch.
press your luck. The contest is almost over.
Come on, it had
If
no
you have a
luck
losing
there.
ticket, come with me.
Really? We all die? It's because I'm wearing a red shirt.
We're here. When one player is left alive, we'll go to the final round. Next question. In Scotland, what's a lock?
Everybody knows this.
Time's running out. Who picked this?
Good.
I'll have to
You
kill
restored
my
my
raiders.
faith in humanity.
Let's try another one. Until 1990, what were Snickers candy bars called in the UK?
Not really fair when we have people from the UK possibly playing.
Time's almost up. Who picked this?
Sweet.
Only a ghost got it wrong. Everyone again? You all need to be taught a lesson. Ring ring, it's for you. I'm giving each of you a telephone, but I only have 2 phone numbers. Dial one of these numbers on your rotary phone before anyone else, or you die. Oh, the utter inconvenience of it all is just so delicious.
I'm guessing some people don't know how to dial a rotary phone.
Hurry up. If time runs out, I'll kill you too. New phone. Who died?
Nobody could dial a rotary phone?
Oops. Didn't mean to kill all of you, but I still need one alive player. So... See, having the most money is good for something. The time has come. You've made it so far, but can you escape? I'm going to give you a category. Egyptian gods and goddesses. Tap each answer that fits the category and then press submit. Let's see the right answers. You move forward 1 space for each correct answer. You're on your way to escaping. Oh wait, did you think it was going to be just you? Aw, that's cute. If a ghost catches up with you, they will steal your life force. Then they can escape and win the game. Here's everyone's next question. And they get a 3rd chance to help them catch up to you. Time is almost up. I don't have anything good to say about how the audience is doing. Caffeinated beverages.
Son of a bitch.
Dungeons and Dragons abilities.
Ah, son of a bitch. Son of a bitch.
Guesses. Uh-oh, here comes trouble.
Oh, goodbye, Birdo Prey 6. WNBA teams
is almost up.
Son of a bitch.
Tarot cards.
Where's the false door? Where's the false door? Son of a bitch.
Geologic time periods.
I don't know what's the difference between geologic and biologic. Oh, good. I did know.
Ugh, I gotta get some harder questions. Moving on.
Taco Bell menu items. Nice.
Time is almost up.
Cha-ching. Everybody should get this. What? No, the famous bowl is... God damn it.
The tables have turned.
That's Boston Market. Son of a bitch. They're right next to each other in my neighborhood.
Through that barrier, you'll need a perfect answer to this question. And that
Never
includes the
married?
answer choice now too. You can't outrun that ghost forever. Time to make friends with the darkness. Brass instruments.
What the fuck are these? What's a piccolo? God damn it.
You have to get all the right answers to escape. Another life force swap. Let the darkness consume you. Aesop's Fables. Time is almost up. Akira Kurosawa films.
What the fuck is Akira Kurosawa? I don't even know what they're asking. Son of a bitch. John DeWalker, you didn't have time to read the answers. You're probably a little behind. If you had either refreshed the browser, you know, the YouTube window, or sped the viewing speed up to 1.5x or something, it probably would have caught up. Some people slowly fall behind a little as the game goes on. But anyway, guys, I think that's going to be it for tonight. Let me close this game. Back. Are sure I want to exit? Yes. Quit. Yes, I want to exit. Okay, guys. Okay. That wasn't too bad. I don't understand, though. Like, I swear to God, when I watch, like, the DJ Odyssey stream and he's playing this game, and I'm watching it, granted, I'm watching it later the next day, or at best the next morning, if not totally the next day completely, or 2 days. Like, every single answer in this game, I know. When I play it, of course, now, I don't have the slightest clue what these answers are. I don't even know who the people they're talking about Like, who the hell is the person who made these movies? I don't even know who they are, let alone what movies they made. Uncle Remus says you need to expand your knowledge more. Bullshit, less Star Trek. No. Aberjam says McClunky. Aberjam. But thank you guys. We're going to call it a night here. I thank you guys all for hanging out with me. Anti-Trick will be streaming at his new usual late time, I believe, after his work, which is way too late for me. Otherwise, guys, I will see you guys around. Tomorrow is Cinema Saturday with Airplane 2. Airplane 2 will be sometime tomorrow afternoonish, Eastern time. So, yeah. Qapla All. Take care. Good night. And enjoy. Thank you all for watching my video. Please remember to comment, like, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit that bell icon. Without it, you won't get notifications of new videos. Check out BirdoPrey5.com, the new home of everything Birdo Prey 5 on the web. You can also check out my forum at juot.net. I'm also on social media, on Facebook, Twitter, and Gab. If you'd like to make a donation, check out paypal.me